Hi, guys, and welcome to part 5 of setting up our Square Online stores. We are going to go through yet another set of tabs today, the website tab and the items tab today. We're going to briefly touch on both of those. Why am I making you do so many steps? I know you guys are like, oh my goodness, come on, woman. We want to edit our site. We want to make it personal. You are more than welcome to go ahead and click edit site and go ahead and try to go through and do it. But I am telling you from personal experience that you will end up backtracking. And sorry, my 3-year-old decided right now was a good time to add her input on our training. Um, you will end up backtracking to go back and do these things. That's why I find it very vital to do it before we even start working on our website. Because trust me, once you start creating this website, you get your stuff on there, you see how amazing it's looking, it's just how you want it, and you hit that publish button. You have to go in and redo all of this after. You want to have this done before then, before you publish that site, so that way you can share it right away and you don't have mistakes. I've made the mistakes of not having the tax set up. I made the mistake of not having all of my settings just right. I've lost money through it. That's why I walk you through it the way that I do. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and click on items. Now, as you see, we have item library, which we've already covered. That's where we add our items and our categories. Reviews is something that you need an upgraded plan for. Your customers can actually go in and review the pieces that they bought, and it will send them an email saying, hey, what did you think of this? Yada, yada, and it gives them a chance to review it. Gift cards. Now, this one is absolutely fun. I have gift cards set up, so let's go ahead and click that. And this will show up on your website as you set it up also. So you want to come over here and enable gift cards, and a new screen should pop up. It's going to load the dashboard, and it takes you back to I'm sorry, my daughter was doing something. It takes you back to the other Square dashboard. So this is where you're going to configure this. You're going to click Get Started. You can upload your own design, which is perfectly acceptable. And the cool thing is you can actually order this. Of course, it will cost money, but you can order this. So the design on your gift card would look like this. You can add as many designs as you want, or you can choose the ones that they've already pre-made out for you. And they have quite a selection to choose from congratulations to birthdays to just a gift for you. Back at Christmas time, they have special designs for Christmas. It's really cool. So as you can see, some of these are already highlighted for you. So I'm just going to go up here and click next. You go through and pick the ones that you want. Here are the ones they have for the Valentine's Day. Go ahead and click next. And then you edit the amount. So you can edit however many dollars you want it to be. And I set, these are preloaded, so they have the option to choose either 10, 20, 25, or $50. You can again change those, or you can change it to a minimum of $10 load amount or $5. You can even make it $5. We'll do $5 for a minimum load amount to a maximum of 100. Okay. The gift card, you can choose your redemption. It does not expire, but it will be tailored to your store. You can add an additional policy such as this can only be used with Lisa's blah, 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 or your store name, say Dawn's Dazzling Bling, or however you want to put it. You can add that into the additional policy and you click finish. select show link. This e-gift card page won't work until you've activated select reporting location. That would be because I have not finished setting up my I haven't input like the email and stuff like that, but that is the general idea. And then it should not eventually, it will go on to your website. So once all that is done, you go back to your gift cards and it says enabled. So you did your job. It's already on there. You can also copy the link. So this is the link you can give out to people to order gift cards. And you can add the link to gift cards to your site navigation. You want to make sure that is checked off. After that is done, you have coupon codes. You can make your own coupon codes, okay? So this is really cool. So say the coupon code would be, you want to offer free shipping. You would type in something like free ship. You can make it unlimited, or you can set the quantity to only 10, the start date, and when it expires. So say I wanted to start it today, January 25th, 2021, and end it on January 31st. You can do that. So what comes down is the discount details. We don't get percent off of orders, but we do offer free shipping. And it can be orders over a certain amount. So if I want it to be over $25 order or on all orders, it just depends on your personal preference. And then you will choose the shipping method. So I use the first class mail. Again, this is why we set that up first. It makes this step so much easier. Go to save, and then there it is. Hit save again. There's your first coupon setup that you can share out with everybody. Say, hey, come check out my website. Here's my coupon. All right, then that covers your items category. You go back up here. Let's go to website. We're not doing the edit site yet. I know you guys are so chomping at the bit, but don't do it yet, okay? Just bear with me. Go to your general settings of your website. Okay, this brings you back to this. You can customize your site address, okay? So you can make it your own, search a domain, and pay for that domain. So when you do this, you are paying someone to host that domain. You're paying someone else for that .com. You can use a domain you own somewhere else. Or with most free Square accounts, what you do is you use a Square subdomain. So when you do this, it comes up just like this, Lisa's-5-jewelry, yada, yada, yada. So that is the one that I have. On this, I actually have a paid domain. Sorry. Again, 3-year-old. So there is that. You can customize your domain, your site title. This is what the favicon is, a small icon your users see in your browser tab. You need a plan for that. Also password protection. Plan for that. You can change your site language here though. And at this point, you can unpublish your website until you can get it up and running again, and you can reset to default. So if for any reason your site, you need to do a major overhaul, you want to unpublish that site. Because if you're going in and you're having to change everything or pretty much just say start from scratch and redo it all, you want to unpublish it, because what is published is what is out there until you make changes. Then you also have the option to reset it to your defaults. So it would be like an unpublished website, but your items won't be affected. And then that is it for the general settings. Let's talk about the SEO and social media. So on your search engine, this is what's going to come up for the SEO that they've generated for you. You can update that and change that. Again, I am not versed very well in the SEO. I am working on learning the ins and outs, and when I have learned that, I will update you on how to do that here with Square. But that is what comes up for now. You want to make sure that is visible in all search engines. Now, social media. This is fun. This is where you're going to update. So when you share your Square site, update your social media. There's your Square site. You can add an image to this. So again, this is my new logo I created for this year. I'm going to add this there. When I share this, click save. When I share it, this is what comes up on Facebook. It's not just this right here, it is this whole area. This is super cool. And then URL directs, it redirects you. But that's really if you have a good, strong SEO in place. Again, I'm not very, I don't have the ins and outs of it yet. Let's go here to integrations. All right, so I don't have the Google Analytics. I'm sure I could. I might look into that further, and if I do, we will cover a video on it. If you know more about it, please go ahead and complete that step, or just maybe let me know about it. Again, I'm not a professional. I did this. It took me 3 years to get my website the way I wanted it. It was a lot of ins and outs. It was a lot of backtracking. It was a lot of mistakes. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong. That's why even though it feels very daunting right now that I am making you go through all these steps, it's very important. So you can just kind of skip all this. Pinterest verification and conversation tag. If you have a Pinterest account, that is where you're going to add this. Facebook pixel. Now, you can create your Facebook pixel, and then when you click this tab, it's going to take you to Facebook. So create your Facebook pixel. Well, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It's going to take you back to, it's under websites actually, and it takes you to connect Facebook account. So let's go back to integrations for a minute. So that is where all of this comes in. If you want to add a new code for third-party apps, you can add that there. I do not use that. Again, I'm just telling you what I have used. So form entries, if you create a form on your website, which I will show you, you can see anybody that's entered their information into that form right here. Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, obviously you have to set up shopping on Instagram, and your website has to be published before you can do this. But what you do is you just follow along with the steps. Facebook, the lovely, lovely Facebook. So this is where you're going to get your Facebook pixel. Again, your website needs to be published before you can do this step. So this part is a little bit of backtracking included, but this is not the horrible part of it. All that other stuff that I had you do beforehand, that is the worst of it, of the backtracking at least. And then Messenger, you can actually set it up so when people are on your website, they can scroll up, and when they scroll up or scroll down, a little messenger symbol will appear in the corner. That will allow them to message your business page. If you are doing this with a group, I highly suggest you get a business page. Business pages are so much better for our businesses in so many ways. They keep track of our comments, they reach more people. I could go on, but that is not what this training is about. And then we have pop-ups. So the pop-ups are really neat. A lot of these features you actually have to have the upgraded, again, it's another upgrade, but also totally doable without upgrading your Square store. I had a non-upgraded Square store for a year, then I upgraded it to the, it was a $9 plan, it's now $12. And now in my 3rd year, I'm finally upgraded to the $26 plan, which is an annual fee, or you can do it monthly, and monthly it equals out to be about $29. So we need to push ourselves if you want to do that to at least sell 6 pieces of jewelry and you can afford that. But you do not have to do that right now. That is something you can work up to. So you can build all kinds of pop-ups. This one here, I believe you can do the select coupon. You can do the free ship and edit the pop-up so you can see what happens. So when you edit pop-ups, this comes up. Yes, this needs to be on an upgraded plan. So just go back. I wanted to find the one. It might be the nope, it's this one. So you can have them sign up for newsletter, create all of this. You can actually edit this to fit your needs. So you can do your text and title, and then your form fields. How did I do that? Let me see. I just turned it off, and you can turn the email off. So this is where you can change the color. So if you want it to be pink, you just make it pink. And if you want it to be black, you just keep it black. That is where you will edit that. You can take those form fields away and you can add photos. You can just make it totally your own. There's so many different options to get around that upgraded plan. That's what I used to do. Again, you can just change all of that, your background, your action buttons. So if you want them to subscribe, add a link, you can just do so much, just play around with it. But you don't necessarily have to do a pop-up either. So I'm just going to close that out. I just wanted to show you what that is. All right. And the rest of the website, that is pretty much it. So that pretty much covers your items for your coupons to your website, everything but edit site. I do want to touch on one more thing. No, we will not do that this video. We will do it next video. We will talk about the upgraded plan. I'll go ahead and do a quick video on that and mark it as optional. You don't have to watch it. It just will explain the plans and pricing and go from there. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you for part 6.